Hi there, welcome back. Donat Plinter here from Homozuma, and today we're talking about the biggest, number one issue that's going to stop you, maybe not, from building wealth around your house. So what's the number one thing? Well, it's a big one, and that is fear. Well, what's there to be afraid of? You're going to make money, you're going to better your life, you'll have more freedom, you'll be happier, and therefore probably healthier, have better relationships. What's there to be afraid of? Well, we're talking about building wealth around your house. That means you have to do a couple of things, it's business. What can possibly go wrong? What could make you scared? Well, the big one, of course, is losing money. Right? Nobody wants to lose money. You want to hang on to every penny that you have because you work so hard for it. So that makes you a little afraid. What else? Well, the other thing is, well, it's too risky. You know, there's a risk. It's too risky. Oh, you don't want to take any chances. Mind you, when you're driving on the road, two-lane highway, every few seconds, your life is in the hands of the other driver, and what's separating you two? A little yellow line. So you're taking a risk every single day. But this might still be too risky. So what else can you be afraid of? Oh yeah, it might be too complicated. All those things that you have to do, you have to think about, there's just too much to it. You may not be able to understand it, and you're thinking, it's just too complicated. Oh yeah. The next one, of course, is we all have people who love us and care about us all surrounding us, but they're also our wiser advisors. You ever notice how when you have an idea, everybody's got an opinion? So your family and friends are going to pipe in and give you probably another 40 reasons why not to do something. These guys are going to make you afraid too. Now what else is there? Oh yeah, well, you've got that whole, taxes thing, right? I got to make some money, I got to pay taxes. So, taxes. You don't want to pay taxes. Well, nobody wants to pay taxes, but you only pay taxes on money that you actually make. So if you make some more money, you pay some more taxes. Why not pay taxes on 3 times as much as you make now, than pay tax on what you make now? So taxes are not so bad. What else is there? Oh yeah, all that whole accounting, financial stuff, bookkeeping, all of this kind of stuff. So now you're talking about accounting. I don't know anything about accounting, and I don't know anything about business. Well, the thing is, you don't have to know anything about accounting or about business to start a business. But we'll talk about that with other videos. What else could there be? Oh yeah, business skills. I don't know how to do marketing or advertising and all of that kind of stuff. Well, again, you probably know everything you need to know to build wealth around your house. I mean, you've been to a garage sale, you've probably sold stuff online, you've lent things to friends, you bought and sold a home, potentially, you've rented out a basement or a room. I mean, every day you're doing something. That means you're in business. You're actually doing and engaging in activities that are business. So you have business skills. Rules. Oh yeah, well, that's another thing here. You want to set up stuff, maybe you want to bake cookies and sell it, or you have a home workshop. There's all kinds of rules and regulations. What am I allowed to do, what I can't do, and all of that kind of stuff. The fact is, there are very few rules. As long as you're not breaking the law, and you observe a few rules, in other words, don't run extremely loud equipment in a residential area, as an example, there are not a lot of rules stopping you. Otherwise, there would not be millions and millions and millions of small businesses doing all of this already. Now, all of this comes together in the big giant fear, when you add up all of this stuff, you put them all together, and all of this, in the end, comes back all together to thinking that you are going to fail. Right? All of this comes right back ultimately to the fear of failure. Because if you don't take into account all the risk, oh my God, I'm going to fail. I'm going to lose money. I'm going to fail. If I don't understand it, I'm going to fail. My family and friends are not going to like me because that whole I told you so thing. I'm going to fail. You know, taxes, well, if you don't make any money, you don't pay your taxes. I'm going to mess up my books. I'm going to mess up my accounting. I'm not going to be able to keep track of that stuff. I don't know how to... All of this comes back to fail. But the thing is, there is absolutely no such thing as failure. Well, there is. There is. So let me tell you what failure actually is. So, what's failure? Let's write that here. What does failure mean? Failure means not trying. That's the only way you can fail, because you didn't try. But it also means something else. You only fail when you miss an opportunity. So failure is simply not trying and missing an opportunity. And you will never get it right the first time, or maybe the 10th time. It's just experience. So, now, there are two things that I think will help you along this entire path. You have to absolutely get rid of two statements in your vocabulary and not listen to anybody else who's using these words. Ever. Okay? And that is, we'll put that in red too. What if? What if this happens? What if that happens? What if? Well, what if you don't do anything? That's the worst what if of all, right? You have to forget this. Just do it. Now, the second one, let's get rid of this word completely. Do not use it. Don't listen to anybody. If someone has an objection, just say, could you rephrase that, and please don't use what if? Now, the second thing. Yeah, but. So, the other thing is, yes, but. Yes, but. That's another one. If you eradicate these two expressions from your vocabulary, you are probably 90% on the road, on the path, along the way of building wealth around your house. Don't listen to anybody that says yes, but, yes, but, yes, but. Because these things are what create fear and a sense of failure. So, failure is just simply not trying and missing an opportunity. You have really nothing to lose and so much to gain. So stay tuned for the rest of the videos. We're going to cover other topics, business plans, and an example that's point of confusion. We'll be doing videos on how to apply some of the tools and addressing some of the features and functions on the site. We put all the tools together for you. We packaged everything for you so that you can build wealth around your house, and it's all free. See you next time.